His hands are extremely warm.
Yes.
Have you figured out why your hands are so warm, Dean?
Still searching for those reasons.
Were they always this warm? Did people say when you were much younger, before you even knew about this?
No, I used to have cold hands. Actually, my hands are usually cold, but when I start doing this work, they start heating up. But normally I don't have warm hands.
All right. We'll see about Sherry's condition when we come back, and we'll also meet a doctor who has some theories of his own about Dean Kraft's mysterious healing power after this. Today we're meeting ordinary people who claim to have the extraordinary power to heal with their hands. They're not doctors, but they say they can stop your pain by simply touching you. We've been talking to Dean Kraft, a laying on of hands healer, who says he's helped cure, what would you say, thousands?
Thousands of people, yeah, in 25 years.
We have had Nelda here, who Dean miraculously helped recover from ALS, better known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Now, we also introduced you to Sherry Ehrlich, our associate producer, and in this last segment and during the breaks, she was back there, and so?
Well, I know I work for you, but I still have to be honest, and it was unbelievable.
It was?
Yeah, his hands...
You're supposed to be skeptical.
I was skeptical. That's why I'm amazed that I can't believe his hands... You get very hot. My face was like very, very red and very hot, and his hands feel like it's a vibrating chair that you're just constantly moving.
Describe the power, describe the pain to me when you lay down backstage.
It was very intense.
You had intense pain?
Intense pain when I was laying down. Now it's a little bit less.
A little less?
Yeah, a little bit less.
Now, is this something you require more treatment for?
Of course. That's why I said that there's no such really thing as one treatment miracle cures. But what I look for is the fact that it should be a little less than it was when we started. Right. And that's, you know, the first wedge to get in there, to get improvement.
But now will her pain come back?
It could come back or it can get better. Either one. I mean, I couldn't predict that right now.
Okay. But you feel it was worth it, huh?
Yeah, my back's still shaking, and my legs are still shaking now. So.
That's because you're on television before millions of people, Sherry. Thank you very much. Dr. Marcy Goldstein is a physician. Wow. What kind of a physician?
Was plastic surgeon.
Okay. MD. MD. Your traditional physician.
Hard line.
You went through all the training of every other medical doctor until you get to your specialty, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. You happen to be one of his former patients.
And a friend.
What did he do for you?
In 1991, I developed a tumor in the upper part of my neck, a glomus jugularius.
Something you could see?
No, you could feel it and you could hear it. Every time my heart beat, I would hear a noise, a blowing kind of a noise. And went to the routine doctors like I would expect to do, had an angiogram done, said you have this tumor and we're going to have to operate on you. And having done that kind of surgery myself in the past, I said no, thank you. And
why? Because it was risky?
Oh, it's dangerous. You have to take out the base of the skull, you take out the artery and the vein, you have to regraft it. It's a major surgery, and you end up deaf on that side. And you know, so the complications.
This was a benign tumor?
Locally invasive, did not metastasize, but grows locally until it, you succumb to it. Yes.
So this could be life-threatening, this tumor?
If it wasn't operated on, certainly. Absolutely.
So how did you find Dean?
I've known Dean. I met him in '79. This is '91. I've been watching him for years. Actually, about 3 or 4 years of watching him, knowing what I knew about Western medicine and then seeing what he could do, it was difficult.
I mean, I would think so. What did he lay his hands on your neck?
On my neck, on my head, on my back. Wherever his hands just go wherever they go. He doesn't guide them. They go where they instinctively go to. He treated me intensely, very intensely, several hours a day for about a week, and markedly changed.
What do you mean it markedly changed? What did it do?
The sound went away. The tumor's gone.
It's gone?
Gone.
You can't feel it?
Can't feel it, can't hear it? Nothing, no.
Have you had another angiogram?
I'm not going to waste $1,500, no thanks.
Come on, doctor.
No.
Wouldn't you want to have an angiogram just to see what has happened?
No.
How does medicine answer this kind of activity?
If you see it singly, it's called spontaneous remission. But I've watched him for 19 years, and everybody he sees is spontaneous remission.
It doesn't surprise you that Nelda, diagnosed with you know what ALS is? I
Sure.
mean, you know that.
I've watched every time that Glenn would take a video of her, I would see it the next month. I've watched her change over the months. I just said, this doesn't happen. He said, I'm watching it. It had changed my consciousness totally, from what I believed was possible to what I know now is possible.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Here I am.
Okay, great.
What am I supposed to do?
Just sit right down here. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I have what is, I mean, every golfer in the world at one time or another has, what are you doing? What am I hearing? Can I feel it? Can my mic pick that up?
Can your mic pick it up? Wow.
No, can my mic pick up the vibrations that are coming through this guy's hands right now? I mean, he's like, can you hear that? I mean, he's shaking. I mean,
Right here, yeah. Look at your knee here. I feel like a vibratory sense, but
look,
that's not going like that.
Look, take a tight shot of his hands. Right now, you can see that. Take a shot of his watch. You can see the watch. Can't you see it move? I'm telling you, this is... You know, I go in for this treatment once in a while. You know, you go to therapy and they give you kind of this electric shock pulsating kind of stuff. That's exactly the way his hands feel.
We can increase it. We can stop it and make it go low. Stop it totally. Make it high. Make it higher.
Oh, you got slow, fast, and medium.
Yeah, exactly.
This is amazing. Well, why are you going all these other places?
My hands just follow. I just
You don't
follow
know
my
where they're
hands.
going?
Yeah, I just follow intuitively. Even though I know your problem is here, sometimes my hands go to other areas, and then people later tell me that they've had little problems in these other areas. But it's just something that I work very intuitively.
That's good. Oh, that's very nice, Deanie. Getting to like this, I could lie down. Have your hands vibrated all your life, or ever since this accident 20-some years ago?
I would say, yeah, ever since 72. But, you know, my hands are very steady. You know,
Well, my gosh, they're nothing.
You know,
Well, now I wanted somebody from the audience to see this, okay?
Okay.
I want to see somebody in the audience. Young man, come right up here, all right? This looks like a guy is as skeptical as I am, all right? Shake this guy's hand right here. Shake his hand, right? Just a normal handshake, right? Sit right down there for a second.
Oh my God!
What's that sound? What's that feel like?
It's like a massager. It's like a vibrator, except it's like soft vibrating.
How about that? You just shook his hand, right? You didn't feel that, did you?
No, not at all.
Scary, scary. Dean Kraft's book is A Touch of Hope, the autobiography of a laying on of hands healer. I want to thank you very much for being with us, Rochelle. I want to thank her. Thank you all very much. And thank you, young man. Good to see you.